All right, welcome to Black Book Basics. I'm Opus, this is Coach T. And then today we're going to be talking to you about no contact rule, male psychology.
So today we're talking about what's going on inside the mind of a man who's going through no contact, what he's thinking about, what his fears are, just overall what's on his mind and what type of behavior he's going to exhibit. And if this is your first time checking out our channel, we do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you do like this type of content. We do talk about going no contact, how to get your ex back, how to move on from your ex, so on and so forth. So after a breakup, we do recommend most men to go no contact because they've just done a lot of unsavory things after the breakup, begging, pleading, just
crying, whining,
and
pleading,
holding their dog hostage on TikTok. They've been doing all types of crazy things, and it's doing nothing but pushing your ex away. So we say wipe the slate clean and go no contact. If you don't know what the no contact rule is, it's simple and plain. Going no contact. No more texting your ex. No more calling your ex. No more calling your ex's mom. None of this. No hitting her up on Instagram. It's straight no contact. And not just in hopes of getting her back, but going no contact so you can move on.
So what's going to happen is when you go no contact, when you step away from her, when you start that moment of that silence, that radio silence from her, you're going to want to call her. You're going to want to reach out to her. You're going to start wondering about her, like missing her, thinking about her. You know, you're going to have your phone in your hand at all times, just waiting for it to start vibrating with her face popping up on your screen. Like you're going to constantly be thinking about her. But the thing is, you guys, you cannot reach out to her. That's by far the worst thing you can do. That completely defeats the point of no contact. There have been studies done where no contact is the best way to get your ex back. Not calling her, not crying, begging, pleading like T was saying, going no contact, the silence. Don't call her, do not reach out to her.
Because all it's doing is pushing her away even further and killing your chances of actually getting her back if that's what you want. And the thing is, she's actually telling you, look, don't contact me anymore. Don't text me anymore. You're scaring me. You're creeping me out. I'm going to get a restraining order on you. You're doing drive-bys. You're doing all of this creepy stuff. And it's just not masculine and it's not helping your cause to try to get her back. She's looking down upon you. You're not even the person that at the end of a breakup that she may have had feelings for, but now you're just totally pushing her away. And that's exactly what you don't want. One of the main problems that men have when they do go no contact is they're obsessed. They're obsessed with their ex. They pedestalize their ex. They've idealized their ex. And they've created her to be some type of omnipotent, being that is consuming every thought. Every time you get a text, you think it's her. Every time you get a notification on Instagram, you think it's her.
You hear your phone vibrating, you run across the den, and you run across the house, just just to see if it was her calling, but it was just a bill collector.
One of the worst things that happens, I remember I was going through, it wasn't a breakup, but I was dating a girl who kind of played me to the left. And, I was crying and begging and all of this stuff. And every text that I would get, I would think it was her. Every text. And I remember one time I got a text. It was at like 8 o'clock at night, and I thought it was her. It was on a Friday night. I grabbed my phone, was in the other room, ran and grabbed my phone and said, "Your Verizon bill is now due. Please." I was like, oh, that's when I knew it was over. I was like, yo, I'm going too far with this. It's time for me to do something. That's when I really said, look, it's time to move on. And you're probably at that point now where everything that you see reminds, every stimulus that you come across reminds you of her. Your song, the favorite song that you had. Even basketball, you can think about, oh man, she really loved Kobe, and it's just, we used to watch the games together, and man, it messed your whole night up. So this obsessiveness that you have with your ex is not doing you any favors because she's moved on. She may even be with another guy right now. You're staying at home thinking about her. No contact is to provoke a response to get your ex to reach back out to you, but it also puts you in a position where you need to be focused on the things that provide happiness in your life, the things that you're passionate about, the things that motivate you to become a better person. Because now, since you're away from your ex, it's time to focus on yourself. And you can't focus on yourself if you're constantly trying to reach back out to your ex and blowing her up and hitting her auntie up and sending roses to her job and sending clean slate letters and going on a hunger strike because like you're in prison, you're going on a hunger strike to show your ex that you're hurting, and you don't want to do things like that. It's not going to do anything but hurt you emotionally because you're not giving yourself a chance to heal. So you got to get rid of that obsessiveness, man. It's not helping. It's not healthy for you, and it's definitely not showing your ex that you've moved on and you have attractive qualities about yourself.
And this is what a lot of guys do. They start thinking about, if their ex is in a new relationship, they constantly start thinking about the new guy. They're thinking about the new guy. Why are you thinking about another guy? But you shouldn't be comparing yourself to another guy first and foremost. I mean, you should be like, there's nothing wrong with being conceited. I'll tell you that firsthand. Ain't nothing wrong with being conceited. I mean, you gotta have it in your head. You're better than this guy, regardless of what he does, thinks, acts, works at. Whatever. You gotta know you're better than this guy. The moment you start looking at this guy like he's better than you, you're already defeated. You can already hang it up and say goodbye to your ex. I mean, you ain't gotta. She ain't gonna want to get back with you if you're over here acting like a little pansy, jealous and insecure about this new guy. You know what I'm saying? Wondering, oh, is his penis bigger than mine? His muscles bigger than mine, he has more money than me, like all that stuff. That means absolutely nothing. If your game is on point and you're doing no contact properly, getting her back is not going to be that hard. As long as you didn't do anything crazy during the breakup, like we say, like you didn't punch her in the face or like kick her grandma's good leg, to make her fall or something like that.
You didn't feed her dog, strap her dog down and feed it antifreeze or something crazy like that.
You know what I'm saying? Then chances are she's going to be thinking about you, wondering about you when this new guy starts messing up. A lot of the guys, I say almost everybody will overthink it when they break up with them. You're overthinking it. You need to focus on yourself. You were born in this world by yourself. Why are you worried about another woman completing your life? You don't need somebody else completing your life. You can handle life by yourself. You should not be dependent on a woman to make your life great. You shouldn't.
And that's what going no contact does. It provides you a lot of time to think about things, but a lot of guys, like you just said, overthink things. You want to get some clarity and giving that space from your ex. No contact provides that, but a lot of guys get obsessive and they overthink things. They overthink things about what they did wrong, what they could have done, what they should have done, what they could have done different. I should have done this instead, And it's okay to do that. It's fine to do that, but you don't want to become obsessed with it. If you're going to compare yourself to the new guy that she's dating with, and you're in your feelings, you can say, look, man, there's probably a lot of qualities that he's doing or exhibiting that is attractive to her, and I'm not showing those qualities. So you know what? Let me go ahead and focus on the things that I need to shore up and become that attractive guy. Because at one point in time, when we first met, she fell in love with me. I was attractive. I was fun. I was flirtatious. I was exhibiting a lot of, behaviors that she, that she liked and other women could like too. I'm not in that space right now. So you know what? Let me fall all the way back and focus on my flaws and become that attractive guy and become an even more attractive guy. And boss up. Let me get in the gym. Let me go ahead and create that blog that I wanted to. Let me go ahead and start that podcast that I wanted. Let me go focus on getting this promotion. Let me go lose 30 pounds and really get right. It's time for you to focus on the things that pushed her away. Maybe you had anger issues. A lot of guys have anger issues.
A lot of guys do. And that just kills you too, man.
Yeah, man.
Anger issues. When you start getting mad at your ex and she ain't calling you or she keeps hanging up on you. Well, answer your phone. Why are you doing this? Why are you being like this? Like, man, you guys are like, you're killing yourself doing that. Getting angry and yelling at a woman in no way, it drops you down, man. You're not getting cool points with her. We'll just say that. She ain't getting turned on and want to give you a blowjob after that. Like, I mean, You can't sit there and cuss her out and expect her to turn around and just pop her titties out, you know what I'm saying, and shove them in your face. I mean, it makes no sense. You're not going to win a fight when it comes to breakups. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to yell and intimidate a woman to get back with you. It just makes no sense.
What girl do you know that says, oh my God, I'm so wet right now because he's just so angry. Oh my God, his temper is just turning me off right now.
This black guy you gave me is so sexy.
Right.
Oh my God, I love him.
This internal bleeding that I have that he threw me down a flight of stairs is just so attractive right now. Oh my God, I want him back.
I like the way he pimp slapped my grandma. He did it like a man, like a real man.
Knocked my grandma's wig clean off her head across the room.
So one thing that I did during no contact, man, is I got really religious out of nowhere, okay? Like out of nowhere. I was like begging, like, God, please just give me one more chance with her. I'll treat her good this time, I promise. Man, I was praying to like Buddha, Allah, Mexican Jesus, Chinese Jesus, man. I was Jewish for a week, man. I tried. I prayed to everybody, man. So you start like getting all your emotions, like, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna be a better man. But you gotta keep in mind, it's like you can't come down on yourself like you did something wrong, because a lot of these women they will just get tired of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or have like some narcissistic tendencies or you know what I'm saying? Just, they want the better guy. They just randomly feel like, oh, I don't like him a lot. I don't really care for him anymore. Even though they're just like going through an emotional phase. So a lot of you guys, you need to quit being so hard on yourself during the breakup. You need to quit critiquing yourself and coming down on yourself, because that just completely kills you. You should not ruin your life all because a girl got in her crazy, messed up emotions and decided to break up with you and made a big mistake in her life. Like, don't punish yourself for that.
A lot of guys get down in the dumps on that because they take the blame on everything. We do come down on a lot of guys that they start to do things. They stray away from who they were at the beginning of the relationship, and the women they get bored and they fall out of love, and their feelings take a turn south to the wayside. But the thing is, it takes two to tango. There were a particular reason why she broke up with you, that there were things that you were doing that were unattractive, that pushed her away. And there were definitely some things that she was doing to push you away, to contribute to the breakup as well. So it's not all your fault. And a lot of guys really take that blame and really, take ownership that the relationship failed. And that's not the case, because going no contact, this is going to allow you to look and get clarity and look at the totality of the relationship to say, you know what, I did have a lot of anger issues. I did get needy a lot, but her best friend was very poisonous, and she was always in her ear about the things that I'm not doing and the things that I should be doing.
Oh, that happens a lot. Man, women just do that to each other. I don't know why.
This could be a best friend, it could be an auntie, it could be a mom. It could be anybody that's close to her that has your girlfriend's ear or your wife's ear that pushes you, because maybe she's in a position where she's jealous of the relationship that you have with your lady. And she's going to push that narrative that you're not doing X, Y, and Z. And your woman is going to feed into that depending on how susceptible she is to other people's opinions. So a lot of these factors come into play, man, and you really have to look at it from a point of view that it's not always your fault, that she contributed to it as well. Women are not angels. Contrary to popular belief, they're not angels. Oh my God, they're not. It's okay to realize what you've done wrong. And it's also a good thing to look at your ex was not an angel. And from that point, going no contact will allow you to look at things once you can heal and get to an emotional, healthy state, that you can look at things from an objective point of view, not look at it from a lens of, rose-colored glasses or emotionally colored glasses that you're only seeing one side. Because your ex, at the end of a breakup, she's not looking at you favorably. She's looking at you like she's looking at you cold. Her heart is locked down towards you. She's not looking at you as the same person that she fell in love with. So she's only feeding you, you did this wrong. You didn't do this. I need this, and you're not giving it to me. I need to find someone else. I need to move on from you. So you're getting this energy that you're the blame for everything. And women, they're only going to paint themselves. Most women are only going to paint themselves out to be angelic beings and not take accountability for their actions. Now, the thing is, going no contact will allow that space to happen and create that time in between the bad space of a breakup for her to realize certain things that she did to contribute to the breakup. But you can only do that by giving that space, because she only sees you one way. And by when you pull back and go ghost, no text, no calls, no Instagram posts, anything like that, she'll now be able to see with clarity as well. Wow, you know what? I was a total bitch during the breakup, and I let people infiltrate our relationship and feed into it, and I fed into it, and I really contributed to it. And they'll come back if there's some type of attraction to you still a little bit. They'll come back and they'll have some remorse. Hopefully they have some remorse. If not, if she's coming back with no remorse, nah, man, no. She needs to come back hat in hand.
It's definitely rough. It's definitely hard. It's so hard. No contact. I get it. Right after my breakup, my longest relationship I had a breakup. I actually had somebody coaching me for what to say, quite some time, basically. So if you guys are actually looking for a paid private coaching or someone to kind of like put you in the right direction and put you in your place, or kind of like just get you going in a direction that's actually more beneficial than the situation you are right now in your house, walking around with your anxiety, like crying and going crazy right now, go ahead and hit us up for a paid private coaching at blackbookbasics.com/private coaching, and then we'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.